Yo, what up?
你要见还是我
Yo, what up?
你要见还是我
It's Razor Pop lah.
Hi, it's Christina and I'm now inside the beautiful Fusionopolis building, and this is the 11th floor where the screening room is. Now very soon I'll be watching Angels and Demons. Now Angels and Demons is a crime thriller starring Tom Hanks. Now film classifier Chi Yan will be taking me through the different scenes that tell us how they classify the film later. So let's just watch the film Angels and Demons first. Angels and Demons is a pulse-pounding edge-of-your-seat thriller crime to Vatican intrigue and high-tech drama. It was adapted from a book written by the same author of The Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown. It's inevitable that a film this exciting and fast-paced involves elements of violence. Therefore, I'm here at MDA today to look at how Angels and Demons is classified. Chien, the head of the Film Classification English Division, takes me through how the film is being categorized and finally given a rating. Hi there, it's Christina and I'm now in a steam back room with film classifier Chien. She's from the Board of Film Censors. Now, just now I was in the screening room and now I'm in the steam back room. I feel that Fusionopolis is just like a maze filled with surprises. Now, what is the steam back room used for, Chien?
The steam back room is basically a place where film classifiers watch films that are submitted by film companies. Yes.
I see. And today we are going to look at Angels and Demons, right?
Yes.
Which we've enjoyed a full, I think, 2 hour just now. So you're going to go through some of the scenes there for me, right?
Yes.
And tell me how it's classified. So actually, what classification do you give Angels and Demons?
Angels and Demons was classified PG, and we had given it a consumer advice of violence. And just to add on, we arrive at this decision in consultation with our film's consultative panel.
Can you explain to me a little bit about PG? What is PG rating? It means no nudity, it means no violence, or some violence. Can I have more details about the PG rating?
When the film gets submitted to us, we will assess the film based on several factors in terms of theme, content, context in which the sequences appear, then the impact on the audience, as well as how the film is being presented. So in the case of PG, we are talking about things like whether there is, of course, in terms of content, we look at whether there is sex, nudity, violence, language, etc. And for the case of Angels and Demons, there wasn't much in terms of sex, nudity, language even. Most of it was more on the violence, and under the PG guidelines, we do allow mild amount of violence to be depicted as long as there are not much details. And the violence in Angels and Demons falls into the PG guidelines nicely, because you do see some kind of violence, but it is mild, it's still moderate.
See.
Okay, maybe if, let's say for example, if a person punches another person and there is no blood or anything like that, it's considered mild.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. So in the case of Angels and Demons, right, there are some scenes that actually strike me as actually quite horrifying. Like towards the beginning, we had this scene.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe I could show you the sequence. Okay, there's this sequence where the lady goes into the room, and then she stumbles upon an eyeball. Yeah, I think you can see it here. Yeah. So that is considered, in fact, some form of horror. But it's still okay within the PG guidelines. If there had been like more blood and more gory details, it could have gone to a higher rating.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that mean that as long as it does not strike you or the consultation panel, right, as too frightening or too disturbing, you will pass it as PG, is it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So let's say if we had seen more, like I said, more gory details. For example, the body is chopped up into a lot of pieces, and you see a lot of intestines flowing all over the place. That would have gone up to a much higher rating. Yes.
Okay, so we have come to a scene where we see a corpse that looks really gruesome, with rats running all over his body. So how does this scene affect your film classification process as PG? Because it's actually quite frightening.
Okay, but in this case, the kind of gore or horror that you see is still within the PG standards, in the sense that it is the way it's being shot is also done very quickly and brief, so you don't really get to see a lot of it. So in that sense, it is really how the particular sequence is being portrayed and presented, and being brief and all, we do allow it under PG as well.
Those were two scenes that I thought might be a problem for the Board of Film Censors. Apparently, it really isn't that difficult for them to reach the decision to give it a PG rating. Would you have rated it otherwise if it were you? The BFC might be more liberal than you think. Find out more about how film classification works in our other videos on BFC.